Do you trust? Do you trust me?
mm,
Why it seem like you thinking about it?
no, I'm not thinking about it. I want to see from where I want to start answering the question.
Okay.
Though we as um African,
Yeah.
we believe we believe if any African American tell you they want to start a relationship with you, um that they will love you and they will be dating only you.
Hmm.
You know that?
Mhm.
But me, I always have second thoughts in everything I want
Mm.
to do
Okay.
because we are human.
Right.
We are not God. It's only God
Right.
that's perfect. That's why the scripture said no one is perfect, but we should try and work towards perfection.
Right.
Now, when I talk to God, I need a woman, I need a wife.
Mhm.
When I find I have nothing than to trust you because I know you are the right person.
Mm.
But that's why I can trust you.
Okay.
And when I've trusted you, I've never regret.
Mm.
You understand? I trust you 100%.
That's something. It's crazy that you say that because people will ask, how do you trust him and everything, and I have to just be honest. I'm like, I first trust God. God gave him to me, so I trust God. I trust God's decision, so that's why I trust him. Because God trusts him.
I said the same.
Exactly. And that's why I said it's strange that you said that because that's why I trust you most because God trusts you. And like you said, we're not perfect. We're not going to do everything perfect. But God brought us together, so it must be right. You must be the right person. I must be the right person for you. So, whatever
Sure.
issues we may have or things we may do wrong, we will be able to work through them. You know, we will be able
Mm-hmm.
to figure it out and settle it. So, I love that you said that, that I love that you said that because, yeah, that's what I tell everybody. I'm like, I trust God and God chose you. So, you know, of course I'm gonna trust you. And then you have even built on that. You have made it easy to trust you, because you can still have doubts and stuff like that, even though God chose him, so he is the one. But the enemy will come along and have, throwing stuff in your head or have people saying things to make you feel some type of way or make you question and stuff like that. But you have made it so easy to be able to trust and to be able to fight off, those naysayers that want to say that I wouldn't trust him, and you don't know what he's doing and all that kind of stuff. Because you haven't changed, and that's something that I tell everybody. I'm like, you are so consistent. You have not changed in the 4 years, over 4 years that we've been knowing each other. You have how you were back then, because usually people, they they show you their best selves when they first meet you, like they this perfect person, and you fall in love with that person and then they change up. after 4 years, you still the same person. You still do the same things. You still make an effort every chance you can to talk to me. You you so caring towards me. You don't get upset, like you don't yell, and all of those different things. And we don't argue and all that. And you don't hold back things from me. So it's just like this is how it's been for the whole 4 years. So it's just like that's why it's easy to trust you and to be comfortable in our relationship. And and sometimes that takes a while to be able to do that, but you have, like I said, you've been so consistent that it's like, yeah, we are far away. We don't know exactly what each other are doing, but we also make that point of talking to each other in some type of way every single day. You know, every
Yeah.
single day we talk to each other. And that is just so important. You know.
It, and it makes our us to get closer to each
Mhm.
other.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was something else that I said in that comment was you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to have good self esteem, um, because if you are insecure, it is so important to be secure with yourself. Because if you are insecure, you're gonna be accusing that person of everything. You try to call them, they don't answer. Oh, it's gonna be a big, fight, or accusing and all that kind of stuff. So it's like you have to, if you're gonna be with somebody long distance, it's like you have to just
Yeah.
be able to trust them that,
You know,
yeah.
there was a day I was charging my phone and talking with Raphael outside. I mean, Ralph, my friend.
Mhm.
Uh, after like 2 or 3 hours, I went to took the phone. When I took the phone, um, it was like, what happened? I was like, my queen have called me. He said she will get mad at you. I said I trust her. She know, she know I can't do anything bad. She can't get angry, and she will just ask me. She had called me. Where did you put your phone? If I told her I'm charging my phone, she won't say anything. It was like, no, no, she will talk. Okay, call her. Call. That day I called you back. You were
Mhm.
like, I was trying to call you. You didn't pick up your call. I was like, I'm charging my phone. You I
Mhm.
said, okay, all right. When he heard that, he was like, you guys are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I told him you trust me and I trust you
mhm.
also. So when two parts trust each other and they love each other, everything will be working on perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, I know how it is there. Us being together for so long. And it's like, I know how it is there. I know, like, how you have to take care of things. I know, it takes you a while to get to certain places and to do certain things, and you can't talk at certain times, and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, I'm not thinking that you're doing something wrong. It's like, and see, that's the thing. I think people think more that you're doing something wrong than you doing something right. You know, Instead of just
Mm.
trusting, it's like my mind isn't there where I'm thinking, who is he with, or is he lying about something? Like, I'm not even thinking like that. I'm just like, and then I'll come up with, if you don't answer the phone or something, or it takes you a while to text or something, I'm just like, oh, okay, then the power might be, it's something going on with the network or something. I'm thinking like that. I'm not thinking about something negative and stuff. you know. And it's just like you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. You can't just accuse them before you even know anything. And my whole thing is, it's gonna come out. If it's something wrong, it's gonna eventually come out. So I'm not gonna be looking for stuff. I just pray
Yeah.
that God would
So,
just show me. Mhm.
you know, assumption in a relationship is not good.
Mhm.
Assumption, like you are assuming your girlfriend or your fiance, um, maybe you are trying to call her or she went out,
Mhm.
or you think he went to meet another girl or she went to meet another man. Something
Yeah.
that it's always run the
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
assumption. Or it, the only thing is just leave everything for God and keep on praying. Everything will be going on smoothly
Mhm.
and perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you are in a relationship where you have to do that and you don't trust the person, it's like, why be with them? You know,
Exactly.
if you have to always question them, and you always wondering if they're doing something, or you just so insecure, or maybe they have given you a reason to, or why be with somebody who is going to have you that you're going to be all stressed out with, especially if they haven't given you a reason. It's like, let somebody give you a reason to be, you know, nervous or whatever, insecure about the relationship. But if you're going to be insecure, then you probably shouldn't be in that relationship, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at you, when I think of you and how you have influenced me, you have influenced my me in all kind of different, ways. Because it's spiritually, you have made me stronger in my spiritual life, because you are,
Thank
you
you.
know, you know, you have a very strong spiritual life, so it has rubbed off on me, and it has influenced me in that way, and have, tightened my relationship with God. Because you are quick to be like, let's pray about it. You be like, let's pray about it, and stuff like that. And you always acknowledging God, and that has, rubbed off on me, like I said. And I had doubts about, falling in love again, being in love, finding somebody, and everything, and being positive in that way. And when we meeting you and us being together have made me be less cynical and not be so negative about like relationships, and have made me be more optimistic, about relationships. And because like I said, when we met, I didn't want to be in a relationship. I was just like so over it. I was like, I knew I wanted to be married. I knew I wanted to be married, but I was like, I'm just not ready for it. I don't want it. I just don't want to deal with anybody right now. But you changed that, for me, and made me believe in love again, you know, and like true love. And like we have this mature relationship. It's just like one of the most mature relationships I've ever had, with somebody. And I didn't know that it can be like this. I never wanted to have you have opened my mind up to things that I never thought that I would do or I would want. And I feel like you have just changed my life in that way. I never thought that I would date long distance. I never desired that. I never desired or wanted to be with a younger man. Like, you have opened my mind to so many different things, and you have made me more secure with myself. You have given me confidence. Like, you have done so many things, and you probably don't even know all that you have done to just make me a better person. And that's what we're supposed to do when we meet somebody. They're supposed to be somebody that helps you to become, who you were truly meant to be, you know, and to help you to be a better person. And I think you have been one of the biggest people in my life that have, you know, helped me. Like, I am who I am because of you, you know, as opposed to God, not just, of course God have been, changed my life, but he has used you to really change me. And I just look at myself, years ago or before I met you, who I was, and I'm totally not that person anymore. You know, you have made me feel more comfortable even being me and accepting me for who I am, you know. So, yes, you have definitely made a change in my life.